Hello and welcome to the pilot version of Mick and the News. I will be picking certain snippets from the news this morning and from last night and discussing my views regarding it and also opening some questions up for you to possibly think about. My first bit of news, though, I'm going to go straight into today, is the Tory convention. It looks to me like this is a typical Tory convention, typical Tory policies, even though it appears they have stolen a policy about building new houses from Labour. Their biggest one, apparently, but there's a couple of things that they've stolen from Labour recently as well. The working wage, what takes effect next year, that was also stolen from Labour. I'm not saying that Labour would have been better than Cameron. Quite frankly, I don't think Ed Miliband was up to it. The voters said that. Jeremy Corbyn, I'm still not convinced. Possibly two on the left for my liking. Not to mean that I do want the Tories. No, the Tories are the Tories. I'm from the working class. Does he suit me? Is he for me? No, I don't think so. If it's for you, it's for you, but he's only for a select few people. What else will come up at Tory convention? Well, apparently the Chancellor George Osborne speaking today. What he's got to say is probably about going into further austerity. Have we had enough of austerity? I think so. I think there's enough green shoots now for us to be able to start investing at least in some infrastructure, start making a profit. And I don't believe we still need the cuts. If anyone can tell me where we need the cuts, please let me know. Now, from a Tory convention, I want to just move on to one thing that's come about today, this morning, is regarding the PC that has been mown down from Merseyside. My condolences do go to his family and also his colleagues. No one should have to have that when they go to work, let alone, have to leave a wife and two children that it looks like. So again, my condolences to them. Whoever's done it, they do want to come forward. They need to come forward now. It is no longer about burglary or dangerous driving. It is now purely about murder, what someone has committed. So anybody with information, the police there, Merseyside Police are asking for information, and I would say if you know anything, you must go there. It's just a sad situation and a sad state of affairs for that to happen in this day and age. It shows the disrespect that some people do have. The police do a fantastic job. Not many people should disagree with me on that. The minority probably would disagree with me on that, but they do deserve a lot of respect. A lot more than I think what they get sometimes as well. A little story that I've also found in one of the papers today, it happens to be the Sun, is Daniel Craig does not like selfies. It's a bit strange, really, to say that because, you're famous and you expect all the attention. If you didn't want to be famous, why get all the attention? He says it's rude how people just come up to him all the time and saying, I'll have a selfie, or just come and stand next to him and take a selfie. You know, if you're famous, you've got to expect that. I wish I was in that situation and I surely wouldn't say I hate it. Would you be different if you were famous though? Ask that yourself. What would you like? What wouldn't you like? I suppose when I want some privacy, yeah, that would probably get me annoyed. But in the back of the mind, that does come with the job. If you're famous, if you're famous actor, singer, you name it, you have to accept the rough with the smooth. Smooth, you're earning money. The rough, people want you. People do want a piece of you. So just accept it. Now, I also want to bring another little story in from the Sun as well. Apparently, Australia's beard convention finishes today. People with all shapes and sizes of beard. Have a look on the internet and search for it. There's some really good ones. Some long goatees, some are curly, some are starred, some are straight, some are bent, some are like spiders' webs. They look absolutely fantastic. You might think they're ridiculous. I think they look great. It's something quirky. Well done to the Austrians. Good sense of humour there, and I think the people do put a lot of effort into it. So well done to those. Finally, I want to move on to the story about Brendan Rodgers sacking. Does it come as a surprise? No, it doesn't. They've been performing poorly. I think when they was close to winning the title and they blew it, can you blame the manager or the current players for blowing it? Well, it's obviously got to rest on the shoulders of the manager, and I think it had to do well or better than that the season after. But purchasers, Balotelli, why did he buy Balotelli? I won't even buy him on Football Manager, never mind in the real life. And other signings that haven't gone quite well. He's paid for 32.5 million for Benteke. Was he really worth that money? Was he really worth the gamble? Struggling to get draws, struggling to get results. You know, Liverpool, they're no longer a big club anymore. The fans may disagree. In fact, the fans will probably shoot me down. But, they're not a big club anymore. Your big clubs at the moment are probably your Man City. Man United is still a big club. Arsenal and Chelsea, despite Chelsea's demise this season. Fifth from bottom, same points as Bournemouth. Who would have thought it? It's nice to see the big teams struggle, though, to be honest with you. Let somebody else have a chance. Palace, they're doing pretty well as well. I pretty like the Palace. I think Alan Pardew done a great job. Newcastle will certainly, not like the fact what they did to him. They getting rid of him. Was he worth getting rid of? Look where you are now. Newcastle Sunderland can't buy a win, and I think Newcastle Sunderland, as it stands at the minute, are going down unless they can have some significant improvement. Any other stories that you want to talk about? Feel free, message what you want to discuss, and we can have a discussion. Again, I do want to come and give a few news stories, but if there's some debate or you want my opinion on something, or I'll certainly give my opinion, then feel free to do so. Message me and I'll discuss that with you. Like I say, this is the first, hopefully the first of many. We'll have more news stories. We'll have more fun stories, i.e. the Austrian beard convention. And we'll also have some interesting debates. So if you want to debate anything I've said, feel free. And you never know, there may be a In the News Plus where we do debate a hot subject. Thank you for listening again. And like I say, long may this continue.